This is Project 2A in PowerPoint in the Go Office 2010 book. We're on page 719, Activity 2.01. And start PowerPoint from the files that accompany the book. Open 2A Safety. So let's do Open, and we're going to have to go out to OneDrive here, and OneDrive, and I want to go to WIT, and I want to go to PowerPoint, and Chapter 2, and the one I want is 2A Safety. Open that up, and the first thing we're going to do again is we're going to save it, and we're going to append our name to the beginning of the file name. So okay. Okay, and we want to go slide number 2, and it says click anywhere in the content placeholder, which is right here, and we should see the handles appear in the box appear around it. Point anywhere on the border, and if we click on it, it turns to a solid line. When you've got a solid line, any formatting you do applies to the whole thing. If you've got a dotted line or a dashed line, click inside of it to get the dashed line. Then you can select parts of it and format individual parts. And it says with the border displaying, I'm on page 720 now, number 4. With the border displaying as a solid line, there I just clicked on it again. Click in the font size box and change it to 30. So let's go to font size, and 30 is not a choice. We're going to have to type 30. And now it should look like this. And they don't actually show us a picture here of it after it's been changed, I guess. But that is a little bit bigger than before, and before we had 5 lines and now we've got 6 lines. So that takes care of that. Now we want to save our presentation. Now we're in Activity 2.02. Change a bulleted list to a numbered list. Go to slide number 4 over here. So let's go and click on slide 4. And we have a bulleted list. If we click on it, we'll get the box. And then if we go to the edge and click on it again, we'll get a solid line. And now we're going to go up here and change that to a numbered list like this. And it applies to the whole thing. And save our presentation. And now we're on Activity 2.03, modifying a bulleted list style. Go to slide number 3 here. And select the 3 second level bullet points, which would be these 3 right here. And go to the Home tab. Go to the paragraph group and click the bullets button arrow. And the one we want is, we've currently got these triangles here. And go to the bottom and click on bullets and numbering. And as we pause the mouse over each one, it'll give us a name. And we want the one called star bullets, which is right here. So click on that. And it doesn't do a live preview. We're also going to click the color here. And we're going to go to the 6th column, the 5th color. So let's go column 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Darker 25% is what we want. And in the size box, we want the number 100. And click on OK. And now that's what our slide looks like. And save our presentation. And now we're on activity 2.04 on page 722. Display slide number 2 and click in the paragraph. And on the Home tab in the paragraph group, click the Bullets button, and that turns off bullets. It's just a toggle now, so we'll turn it off and then on and back off again. And we want to center this paragraph, so click on the Center button. And all this stuff here is pretty much like it was in Word. On the Home tab, in the paragraph group, click the line spacing. We want 1.5. And that's what it looks like now. Click the dashed border to make it a solid border, so whatever we do now is going to let's try that again. Click on the dash. There we go. Solid line. And everything now is going to apply to the whole thing. I want to make it bold, and I want to make it italic. And it says click in the slide title and center the slide title. And that is the end of activity 2.04. Save the presentation. And they don't have something for us to compare it with, but it should look like what I've got on the screen here. And activity 2.05 now is inserting Clipart. Go to slide number 4. And on the Home tab in the Slides group, click the Layout, and we want to change this to a 2-content slide layout. So go up here and select 2-content. And now our bullets appear on the left, and this should match the picture at the top of page 723. And there is a Clipart button over here. Click on the Clipart button. And when it comes up, we've got a box over here, and all the Clipart has keywords attached to it. So we're going to put in bottled water. And then we're going to click on okay, the results should be, and what we want here is we want to clear illustrations, and we only want photographs, which is already selected for us. So that's good. And now we're on the top of page 724, and want to close the list, which we've already done just by clicking on it again. And it says if necessary, turn this on so it'll look online for us as well. In the Clipart pane, click on Go, and we should get some results back for bottled water. And they don't exactly match what's in the textbook, but it looks like our first picture matches. And the one that they actually want is this one. It's the 6th one in our group, whereas it's the 2nd one in theirs. But we do have the right picture, at least I do on my computer. And if you don't, just pick another one. This first one up here might not be a bad choice. So go ahead and click on that, and it will get inserted on the right side. We can close our Clipart pane by clicking on the X up here in the upper right hand corner, and go to slide number 1, and click the Insert tab and go to Clipart in the Images group. And this time we're searching for red lights, and hit Enter or click on Go. And we want this picture. It comes up first on mine. It came up 4th on theirs. Click on that, and it inserts it on the slide. And close this, and that's probably a little bigger than we want, but I think we're going to move it and size it on the next set of instructions. So if necessary, select the picture, and on the Format tab in the Size group, so here's our Format tab for picture tools. The Size group is way over here on the right, and we want for the height, instead of 5.66, we want 3.5. So, and hit Enter, and now it's 3.5 inches tall. And it maintains the aspect ratio, so the picture does not get distorted. And our screen should look kind of like the top of page 726 now. And it says point to the picture until we get a four-headed arrow, which is just about any place on the picture. And what we want to do is hold down the Shift key and drag it to the right. Until it is aligned at the 3-inch mark right there. And holding the Shift key down just made sure that when we dragged it we wouldn't slide up or down. It'll just stay at the same level here. I didn't do that though, did it? Let's do Control Z to undo that. And so now it looks something like this. 3-inch mark over here, but only about the 2 1/4 inch mark over here. And apparently that's the way they want it. And go to slide number 6. So let's scroll down over here, click on slide number 6, and on the Insert tab we want Clipart, and we're going to search for Amusement Park. So go to Insert, Clipart, new keywords, Amusement Park, and hit Enter or click on Go. And we are looking for a picture of a Ferris wheel. And we do not have, at least I do not have, the exact same picture that they do. But I'll just take this one right here, and let's click on it. And I want the height of that to be 2.5. So that's 2.5. And should look similar to the top of page 727, although ours is further to the left than theirs is, but that's okay. And save it. And then they want to change the shape of a picture. This is page 727, activity 2.07. And we've been going for about 12 or 13 minutes, so we will stop the video here and continue on 2.07 in the next video.